Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to the Glow Up Tribe. My name is Coco Flowers, and I have a word for you today. I pray that it blesses you in a way that releasing the message has blessed me. I'm learning some new equipment. I have, I got a microphone, and so I was walking, and so that clicking noise that you're gonna hear, that's from the microphone, you know, clicking up against my chest as I'm walking. So I apologize. Please don't allow it to distract you from the message. Try to tune it out, but I'm learning as I go. I'm not. I didn't got to where I do not care if I have a blooper or something does not turn out right. Listen, I don't expect it to be perfect, and so I'll just learn as I go. So I pray that you guys are patient with me in this process because I'm literally just stepping out on faith and starting from scratch. And it's just going to be a learning journey for me, but God has been connecting me with people who are resources to what it is He has called me to do, because I can't do it all. I don't know it all, nor will I lie to myself and think that I can do it all. So anyway, let's get into this word. Hey, Glow Up Tribe. It's your girl, Coco Flowers, and I'm coming with a word for you this morning. It's every bit of like 3:30 in the morning, and I'm strolling in the neighborhood with my son, Dre. Say hey.
Hey y'all.
Um, it's so funny because like it's the relationship that I have with my son is amazing, and I love that he enjoys doing stuff like this with me. But God put a word on my spirit, and um, I just felt like I needed to get outside. He speaks to me really clearly when I get outside, and I'm walking. We're walking by the pond right now in our neighborhood, especially when I'm near water. So I just knew that I had to just get up. But I wanted to elaborate on the message spoke to y'all about the other day about hearing God's voice. Something told me to provide clarity. I had a patient the other day. I knew she was a nurse. And when I went and did my assessment and told her about, the things that was going to happen during my shift, and I was educating her, she had her husband, there with her. And her husband stopped me to say, she's a nurse, right? And I said, yeah, I know she's a nurse. I said, but I've grown to learn that regardless of what your status, your position is, I can't assume what you know. And so I'm going to educate you from the ABCs, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of us are even scared to say, well, what is that? Or I don't know anything about that, especially if it's your profession. You know, we think that we got to know everything, and there's some level of shame if we don't know it. So when I educate my patients, I tell them everything. I don't care if you're a doctor. Okay. So that's why, you know, with this message that I gave the other day, God was saying you need to provide clarity about what it means to hear from me. So that's what I want to talk to y'all about today. Um, I had over the years, just I used to question since I was an adult, why could I not hear, why could I not remember things from my past? I would just make jokes about myself. Just, do I got early dementia? Just like, who does not remember their past? Especially when I'm talking to people and they be like, you remember when we was on this street and da da da. You remember what things that are like memorable that you just do not forget. And I'm like, God, something is wrong with me. Did I smoke too much, Lord? Like, did I have some lace weed? What happened? And just now in this season of my life, I realized that that was God's protection. He knew that if I knew everything that I had experienced in my life, I probably would have committed suicide, if I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Because the things that he's revealing to me, I can't believe the offenses that have that people have tried to come against me with. And I still, you know, stayed loyal to them. But now where I am, because I've already chosen to forgive myself, because I've built a strong relationship with God, and then I know now what unconditional love really means, I don't let, reliving my past trigger me. It doesn't trigger me. It actually brings me a level of peace, a level of clarity, understanding. And that's all because, in my healing, I've learned to build a relationship with God, which allows me to hear him more clearly. Okay. A lot of times we cannot hear God is because, one, we haven't even spent any time with him. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you dealing with somebody and they over there talking, mad cash money about you, and what you say, they don't even fucking know me. So why is you don't know God? He's not gonna tell you, and have any. And the thing is God has loyalties to you. You just don't have loyalties to Him. But if you go to Him, you know what I'm saying. He got you. He always got your back. We're gonna go this way. We just had to do a pivot. It's like I said, it's 3 something in the morning, and so we are very aware of our surroundings, but we are divinely guided and protected. That was meant to be a distraction. So anyway, you say that they don't know you, right? And so it's the same with God. You don't know God, and so you don't trust Him. And I can go on that alone. A lot of us have trust issues. So in my healing, I started speaking to God more, and I started understanding more things about myself. And in understanding more things about myself, I was able to learn to trust and have faith. And um, what's gone? The person. No way. I promise you, it's gone. That was a distraction. Um, and so, man, the devil is so busy right now. Ooh, he's so busy. Um, a lot of you guys are being deceived, and so that you do not hear God talking to you. Okay, you are living a life of turmoil. You're depressed, you're stressed, you're sick, your finances are shit. I'm sorry. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a very realist. I'm a spiritualist. But my whole background and just my personality, I'm a firecracker too. Okay, so if you're offended by my profanity, you will not like my page because I will drop one every now and then. But your hearing has been clouded by your your past, and in order to release your past, you have to learn to forgive yourself. And in order to understand true forgiveness, you have to understand God's love for you and how His love is unconditional. But there have been experiences in your life and people in your life who has tried to deceive you from finding out who God is. Okay? They have been trying to deceive you so that you do not live out the promises that God has given you. They don't want to see you be great. They don't want to see you be great because they know that if you get word of how blessed you truly are, that you're going to take off. There are so many of you who are going to take off in your businesses. There's so many of you who are going to just build this strong foundational solid rock family. there's so many of you who are out here to break generational curses, but the devil don't want you to have that. And God does, okay? God wants you to have that. But you know, it's light and darkness in this world, okay? Those of you who know you can see your future. You're like, God, why can't you ain't even asking God? I already know that, okay? But you're trying to figure out in your own mind, why can't I get to this goal? Why can't I do this? Why am I procrastinating so much? Why am I, collecting more debt? I'm supposed to be living a luxurious life. I'm supposed to be living in this big old house, traveling, and you don't know why you can't get there because you've been deceived by the people that are in your circle, the people that you have been loyal to your whole life, and they have not been loyal to you. Okay? So I don't know what I'm going to title this message is, but it's something about snakes at your front door. Okay? If we know anything about a snake, they sneaky, they're deceptive, they're manipulative. They will, just like the serpent in the Bible in Genesis, how he tried to deceive Eve into believing that God didn't want to give her what he said he wanted to give her, and that if she just did and went against him, that she could have that's the only way she can have what God was saying he was going to give her. Okay? And she bit it. She bit the apple. Okay? He did his job. And you have so many people in your life who is a snake at your front door. And they want to deceive you because they know you love them. And if you love somebody, you usually trust them. You trust that they wouldn't do it to you, but they doing it to you right in your face. Okay? They're coming into your houses. They speaking things over your kids. Okay? Some of y'all that's experiencing stuff with your kids and you don't know where you went wrong. The only way I can say is that, that because your relationship with God has not been um, because it's rocky, your foundation is rocky. It's why you're going through things with your kids and things with your spouse, and you hate your job and you really don't want to work for the man, but you feel like you just don't know where to start. The reason why those things are not happening for you is because you are not leaning into you're leaning into your own understanding and not of God's. Okay? You think that you got this. You can do it. And you can, but you can't do it without God. And you're a living example. Okay? Some people, this is going to prick your spirit real tough because you're going to feel like I'm talking directly to you. You think you can do it, and you're not. So the message is to try something else, people. Try something else. And what I'm presenting to you, and what I know you can see just from knowing who I am, is that when you trust God, you see your life shifting. Okay? Okay. Um, so these serpents that's living, that's standing at your front door, coming into your home, they know the light that you have. They know it before you even know it. And they don't want you to get to God's glory. A lot of these snakes are family. If I can keep it a buck, a lot of them are your family members, your siblings, your mothers, your fathers, because they know that you are going to be the one who breaks the generational curse on your family. And they have so much hate and jealousy and envy of you because you have the strength and the courage. Even if you're not moving on it yet, they know that because your spirit and your good heart, they know that you're going to do life better than them. And if it's a parent, that's offensive because how dare you? How dare you? And we think that our mothers are not like this with us.
We think our siblings are not like this with us, but they are. And I'm here to tell you, baby, that blood is not thicker than water, okay? Love is. So whether we are connected through our bloodline or we connected because I met you at a day party, or we connected because I know you through a friend of a friend, if you stand on some real shit, then I know you know what love is. Unconditional love. And I will fool with you before I fool with somebody who share blood with me, who does not give a damn about me. And that's a realization that a lot of you guys have to understand. It's not about betraying your family or being disloyal to your family. It's about loving yourself enough to release them with love, forgive them with love, have grace for them with love, pray for them with love, and in hopes that they will do the healing that you did, because the healing is not easy, okay? But if I can get through it and pull myself out of it, I'm not giving you a pass. You don't get to go out weak and be fooling with me. No, you're going to have to be strong, strong in the spirit. And if you're not strong in the spirit, I know that you can't come with me because I've elevated, okay? I'm not dealing with no crabs no more. You're not pulling me down. I'm not stooping to no levels. That's why I love listen, I love Michelle Obama because she said it. When they go low, we go high. We win when we stay high. God is the most high. We're not stooping to where the devil at. He's beneath our feet. I'm not damn going to be rolling in the dirt with no snakes. I'm not eating no dirt. I'm about to be over here in the sky close to God, taking flights, eating berries, and sipping champagne in first class on the way to Dubai, looking like a goddess that I am. And you want me to stay down here with you because misery loves company. Fuck your misery. And at some point, it's fuck you too. Lord, please forgive me for that. But I felt like my people who come from nothing, who, they on work it, they operate on survival mode, they need to understand that I know what it is to survive. And sometimes you just be mad, okay? Sometimes you just be mad. But the power is in not allowing whatever made you mad to keep you there. Okay? Because that means you vibing so low that you'll get stuck. You'll get stuck. You'll stay stagnant. You'll be going to that 9 to 5 every day, punching in, going home, cooking for the kids, running around if your kids are active. It's you on a hamster wheel. That's not how life is supposed to be. But the devil wants you to believe that this is as good as it gets. And I'm here to tell you it's as good as it gets if you don't follow God. And that's not the life. I see my future. I see my future. You see your future. You just don't trust yourself and you don't trust God. You haven't forgiven yourself. You haven't released some people. You allow people to continue to offend you, continue to betray you, continue to walk all over you, and they're going to look at you and they're going to point the finger at you and they're going to say you did it. Now tell me, what kind of love is that? It ain't no love that I want. It ain't no love that I want. And when we come together in love and understanding, and you tell somebody, hey, you know, I was offended when you did this or you said this, can we talk about it? If somebody gets defensive, automatic, no, okay? Because we are adults. We know right from wrong. We know we have feelings. If I come to you in love, because I could just act standoffish with you. That's what I could do. But I'm trying to come to understanding and move forward and not stay in this energy that we're in right now. Because when you stay stuck in some shit, it's only gonna just it's collecting dust. Okay. People say time heals. Time don't always heal. People heal. They have to make a choice to heal. Time is necessary a lot of the times because it makes people self-reflect. But if you are letting time pass by and you're not doing no work, it's purposeless. Okay? So when somebody or when you are approached about a situation that could be perceived as confrontational, people like to say, I don't like confrontation. No, you just don't want to deal. And confrontation is necessary as long as the communication is healthy and there's no deceptiveness or maliciousness behind the intent of the conversation. There's no intent to offend, okay? And there's no intent to defend. We're coming together with clean, pure, loving hearts trying to come to understanding. And if you get offensive because I told you that this situation hurt me and you don't feel a sense of sympathy, but the feeling that overtakes you is um like you feel like you got to defend your position was wrong. And if you can't see that about yourself, and we talk about this, I'm not gonna have continued conversations about the same thing over and over again. You're telling me that you don't value my feelings. You don't value how that made me feel. And those are not people that you need to be associating with. Not in this season of your life. No, baby. They taught you a lesson. You needed the experience with them, but you need to learn from the experience. Don't just have it and do nothing with it. That's not what we do with things that we learn. You don't go to school for a degree and then sit at home on the couch and eat potatoes, potato chips and french fries. No, you put it to work. Okay? Some of you guys who are allowing people to continuously offend you are what we call people pleasers. Okay? You're scared of people leaving you. So you'll do whatever to maintain a relationship with somebody who says that they don't want one with you. And this is because it's a trauma response, because you did not get something that you needed as a child, and it has carried you through your whole adulthood, and it is on you right now. And the people who are constantly offending you know this about you. They know that you don't have no boundaries. And so they're going to keep on doing it because people will do to you only what you allow them to do. And until you say it's a no for me, they're going to keep doing it. And even when you say it's a no for me, they're still going to try to do it. And that's when you say, no, I release you with love. I wish you the best. But I will not miss out on my blessings. I'm not going to miss out on my calling. I'm not going to let you abuse me. I'm not going to let you plant seeds of doubt and fear in my head. I'm not going to let you turn bitter and miserable and depressed and stressed and lacking. No. No. There is more for me. There is greater good for me. I'm a good person. I don't deserve this. Some of you guys need to tell yourselves, I don't deserve this. I deserve so much more. I know who I am. I know that when I walk in rooms, all heads turn and look at me, and not just for my beauty, but because they know that I'm a good person. They know I'm a good vibe. You know why you're a good vibe? Because the Spirit of God is inside of you. And that snake at your front door is trying to deceive you. He does not want you to see what God has been showing you your future is. That business, that is God telling you, come to me. I'm going to give that to you. Whatever it is that your heart desires, it is yours. But you have to follow me. Stop being deceived by these people who don't want to see you do well in this lifetime. Stop conforming to this world that we all see is so dark and evil. You are not dark. You are the light. You are to have people follow in your footsteps. You are going to inspire, encourage, transform other people who are just like you. And this is why I am here, because I have seen the light that God has had on me my entire life, that has been dimmed my entire life. He has illuminated my vision. He has strengthened my gifts. He has strengthened my prophetic word to you. And the last time I tried to do this was Resurrection Sunday, and I went live 3 days in a row, and I made 4 videos, and those numbers are really significant. Oh, wow. God, there's just so much I have to share with you guys. But Resurrection Sunday, after I went live, a lot of you guys were there. A lot of you guys felt the spirit. Okay, that was the spirit. That was not even me talking. That was God using me as a vessel to get a message to you. But after I went through those 3 days of filming, and I, if some of you might remember me saying that I don't normally do live, you know, but that was, a trauma response, not being confident in myself, being told that I'm ugly, and not being appreciated, not being shown love, not ever being supported. But God took over that day, and it was, y'all got to watch my first video to see what happened and with my own spiritual awakening. But um, God put that on my spirit to go live, and I know I touched a lot of you guys. And but what happened after that is I went hoarse. I've never went hoarse in my life that I can recall, and I was hoarse for weeks. And all I could think, I just started like, having these words from God, and I would have to type it because at that point I had started voice recording myself because it was just too much to type. But then the devil tried to take my voice away, and he wanted me to become discouraged and not continue to write my thoughts out. So I just went back to what I was doing before. But then I kept thinking like, oh my God, what if I lose this prick in my heart to talk about it? What if I go back to what I was doing before, scared to talk to people, scared to speak my truth, scared to be on live, scared of people judging me? I was so worried about that happening again. And it did. And it did. It happened again. I got quiet. Now, in my season of being quiet, God definitely was still working on me. And I was, you know, strengthening my relationship by the content that I was feeding myself. I was making sure, and it wasn't every day. Listen, y'all, I'm human. I can be consistent and I can fall off, but I'll jump right back on when I need to. But I was, reading, not reading, trying to read my study Bible and doing, the little Bible plans on the Bible app and the daily devotion in the Bible app. I was doing all these things, getting close to God and understanding what his word says and his promises, and even the deceits and the people and the all those stories. I know people like the Bible is just it's a man-made this and that. The Bible is a roadmap. It ain't no different from a self-help book that you pick up to try to make you a better person. It ain't no better than going to grab a book about a skill or business that you want to learn more about. This is the roadmap to life, okay? It's the blueprint, okay? It's the blueprint. Who cares if they throw a story in there about a big old giant? You don't need to pay attention to the characters. Listen to the message, okay? Listen to the message because it will manifest in your life in some sort of way. All of us are dealing with giants, okay? It's up to us to overtake that giant. And the only way you're going to do that is when you have God standing right beside you, because the devil, he is one powerful effer, okay? But God is more powerful. So you have to make the choice. depending on the life that you want to live. Who are you going to choose? He's waiting on you to choose him. He wants you to have the glory. He wants you to live in peace. Stop letting people tell you church is bad. I don't believe in God. God ain't never done nothing for me. God took my mama. God took God has done things, and some of the things that have happened to you is because of your own damn karma. Stop always looking for somebody to blame and take a look at yourself and see what you have not taken accountability for in your life. See what it is you have not forgiven in your life. See who it is that you need to remove from your life because they're creating a toxic environment in your spirit. Release and follow the one who has promised you a life that we don't even deserve, but he's still willing to give it to you because he's our father. And if you are a good parent and you really understand what unconditional love is for your child, you will do anything for them. You will not allow them to self destruct. However, we all have free will. He gave us free will. We don't have to choose him, but he says, if you do choose me, I will give you all the riches and the glory. Okay? That's where true peace resides. But you don't have to. That's what I've learned. People, you don't have to choose. Okay? And if you choose that you don't fool with me because you ain't cool with me, then that's fine. Go on about your little merry way. I'm good over here because I got me and I got God and I'm gonna always be straight. You think that I'm over here soaking in my misery because you want to be an ass and you want me to chase after you? I'm not chasing after you. I'm chasing after God. Okay? Don't care that much about you to allow you to infiltrate my life in that way to cause me to spiral downward. Absolutely not. It's a no for me. And it needs to be a no for you too. We are clearing out the weeds in our grass. We are cutting the edges. We're cutting this grass down low so that we can see the snakes that try to come to our front door, okay? You have to see clearly. And the only way you can see clearly is if you start asking God to remove the people in your life that are not here and sent by Him. They are not here for you and they were not sent by Him. Okay? Remove them all. And you will start to pay attention to what you see in people. I want you all to read for all my people who are just now taking this journey. Okay, the I posted on my Facebook. I shared it. My cousin, she shared this scripture, and it is to me probably for people who just don't have any um, relationship with God, or even if your relationship with God is rocky. Philippians 4:6-7. Read that every night. Okay, start there. Please start there. Please start there every night. Let it let it um prick your spirit. Let it just think about the words. Think about what it's saying. Trust what it's saying. Put your trust in something else, okay? Try something new, okay? Just try it. If it don't work, don't do it. But you can at least say I tried it. You don't want to regret it, okay? You don't want to regret anything. So, but this will, I don't know. I don't know if that's right, but I feel like this will be a big regret in your life as you advance in the ages. I don't want you to get to a point in your life where you say, I wish I would have. This message is for you. Right now is the time. Right now is the time. While I'm speaking to you, you can go to the Bible app and look at it and read it. And if it doesn't do something to you, then maybe this message is not for you right now in this season of your life. If this message was for you. If anything I said resonated in your spirit, if you felt like I was sitting on the couch talking with you, go on this journey with me, okay? You are not alone. There's no need to have any shame about what has happened to you. There's no need to have any guilt. It is a time to forgive yourself. It's a time to forgive others. It's a time to release. It's a time to move forward, okay? It's a time to live out your abundant life. Um, I love you guys so much. You just don't even know how much I love the people who are coming into this community because we are spiritually connected. And if it finds you, it's because it was meant to find you. And I know that this message is for so many people out there in the world today. Just with everything that's going on in this world, Lord, we have to call out to God. Okay, we have to try to make positive changes in this world for not only ourselves but our kids and our kids' kids. We have to break the generational curses. You have been called to break the curse. The question is, are you going to answer God's call? Okay? He's tried to call you several times. You didn't left him on D&D, and he's still trying. Now, that ain't toxic, okay? Cuz he wants good for you. He ain't coming to bring you no mess. That's love. That's true, genuine, unconditional love. You guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Tell everybody that you know that has a spirit just like you, invite them into this room. Invite them into this community that we're creating here. We are co-creators, okay? And we're going to go out into the world and we are going to be movers and shakers, all right? With all of our glory, with all of our light, okay? I love you guys so, so much. And I'm so thankful that I have you guys here with me. Um, and until next time, bye. That's my cousin Bree. We do that. Okay, Bree. Shout out to Bree. Bree's Teeth. Love you.